said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Trojans will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try to defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-timer baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Catch in the middle, it's O'Connell. And 45 on his way. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Spartans will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So USC's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. The Trojans are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On target to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't.
Oh, just steamrolling the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Douglas. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Spartans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Right on the money.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wants to throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Got it behind the line. It's Douglas. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option, fighting off the defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 7 over UNLV. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Looking to buy time. Hit as he throws. Pass is broken up, incomplete. But let's check out this penalty marker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. They didn't get a whole lot of yardage there, but the big fullback slammed his way and got what he could.
Listen, that's what you're supposed to do, catch the football. I'm not expecting that guy to catch the ball.
There he goes. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting a run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
The Trojans come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on third down. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Madden. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one. Finds, oh my goodness, he's still moving. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line as this offense dials up a chunk play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Running it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Spartans have moved it inside the 20. Looking for space. It's Douglas. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Punch it out of the air. Turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute and score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Finds his back in the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Madden.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Finds his man in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But This offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Leaves it with the back. Finding an escape route. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll run it again. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Got the 1st down and still on his feet.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
And the Spartans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Finds a tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Give to the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit. There he goes. Just plowing ahead. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for the responsibilities.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Douglas. It's a fumble on the play. Defense trying to take it back. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's got his man. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Madden. Turning it on. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
creates a little room. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snags it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it slips just inside that. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
The Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. Got him downfield. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that
got it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown Trojans. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
27.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. He'll set up to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he's wrestled to the ground.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, sweet feet. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Firing to the right, complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Completes it in the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
The give and tick, 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 tick. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He's got an open man. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Michigan State 55, USC 34.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Finds his tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. And the Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things.